But this is it. I've just left Maries. I've filled up the tank with fuel. I've done all of my recycling. And now we're going due west. 6 hour drive, 6.5 hour drive. But it's the end of my stay, and I did have a little moment, I've got to confess. It was sad leaving. But I've had the most amazing time, I really have. Especially yesterday, my birthday, what they did was just brilliant. Especially ordering the Northern Lights. I mean, gosh, who does that? Who goes out their way to order the Northern Lights for someone's birthday? And they really did put on a show last night. Anyway, I'm about to join a convoy. Back doors open. So all the lights of the waffling shit and coming up with all sorts of stories and yeah, just boring the arses off you really. Sorry to say, but we got another 5 days of that, 6 days, so strap in, that's all I can say. Speak to you soon. So this is classic Swedish efficiency. Now, I don't know if you remember, but on the way in to Asher Marie's, I was going through a very bumpy road like this for a while, and I didn't join the traffic thing, so I didn't understand that I was meant to wait, etc, etc. But going back the other way, it was going back quite a few kilometres that it was like this, and then maybe one half was tarmacked in sections. Literally 3-4 days later, when I went on the road with Ash and to go to the next sort of town, it was finished. It was completely tarmacked, and you know, these guys work into the night, they stay on a local campsite, and they just get stuff done. And you know, they did God knows how many kilometres, and it was pristine. And the only thing that needed to happen was for it to be, the lines to be painted, etc, etc, yeah? And that would never happen in the UK, not in the month of Sundays. Could they strip a road, gravel it, grade it, roll it, tarmac it, do all the stuff within a matter of fucking weeks? It's insane. And they'll just do all of this, you know, it won't take them that long, they'll get it all done. In the UK, they'll still be thinking about it, they'll still be scratching their heads on their umpteenth cup of tea, deliberating how they're going to do it. Over here it's just like, fuck off, let's just get the job done. It's the only road in and out, let's do it. Oh, love it. Oh, I've just spotted some trees, look at these trees here. This is a gorgeous time of year. I remember when I was in Finland around about this time of year, and autumn comes, and the autumn is literally so hello, and then oh bye, it's gone. It's so quick. It's literally over a couple of weeks or so. But the colours are just so beautiful. Of this drive so far, I mean, I've been on the road now for what, I don't know, 40 minutes, if that. And since leaving that convoy, there was a lorry in front of me. He just disappeared into the sunset. The lorries drive real quick here. I haven't seen it, and there hasn't been one car or vehicle in front of me or behind me for this whole way, and I've only seen one other lorry going in the opposite direction. And it's just looking at all these beautiful greens, yellows, oranges, and then every now and then a splash of red just pings out at you. It's such a beautiful, beautiful part of the country. You'll go past a little village or something like that. And other than that, I mean, this is fairly isolated. I just love it. Look here, a splash of red in the background, in the distance there. I absolutely love it here. Could I live here? I think with all the right stuff, yeah, I think I could make it work. Definitely. And it's been so good to explore this country and see parts of it in a little bit more detail than I ever have. I just absolutely love it here. Oh, there's a moose. Still not seen a moose. Saw a deer this morning. We saw a deer just as we were saying our goodbyes this morning. Oh look, there's a church here. This is Welcome till Ulanzi. Nice day, but still very beautiful colours, lakes, oh, the rivers. The only thing is that the sat-nav, TomTom didn't want me to go a different way when I was going through a town, but I stuck to max me, and it is, I'm on seems like quite, I mean the road's okay, it's not a very busy road, again hardly seeing any traffic, but every now and then you'll get these little warning signs, like a red and yellow bollard because there's damage in the road. can still drive over it, but it's just bumpy. I mean, look at this in front of me now. Look at that road there. I mean, that's just going as far as the eye can see. No one behind me. No one in front. But yeah, so there was a section back there where you're trying to do the speed limit and you're just driving along happily, but then you see this thing and you've got to slow down, because if you don't, you're going to hit it with some trauma, let's put it that way. So that whole section back there was a bit sort of stoppy, starty, well, not stopping, but you know what I mean. Having to slow and drop into third, navigate over the bumps, then you'd speed up again, then you'd slow down again. There's me switching on the camera to tell you about those very things, because I thought, oh, is this going to be me until I get to a main roads, and then I get to this section of the roads and there isn't any upheaval, so I can't show you an example. But you never know, something might come along. But yeah, Maps.me has taken me through a very windy road. I've been going up a lot of hills and stuff, but looking at it now, there don't seem to be as many twists and turns. We're heading for a place, let's see if I can find it. Begins with an O. It's something. But it's like a biggish town. And then I think when we get back, oh bugger, there you go, there's an example, I didn't even see that, fuck. We then get onto the E14, which will probably be a bit of a better highway. Oh, here we go. Is this? Yeah, so you come along here, look, and then you'll get these little warning thingies. Just to tell you that there's a bit of, oh, there, that was just bumps. Other times it will be when there's just like no tarmac, and it will just be sort of gravel, so you'll have like gravel sections for about 50 meters or 100 meters, and then it goes back to tarmac. Or there'll just be a section of this part of the road that will just be, you know, gravel and bumpy, and then it's fine again. So it's been like that for the last however many miles, which is kind of slowing our progress a little bit, but we're okay. It's just gone midday. Both of the sat navs are telling me that I'm going to get to my destination for 5 o'clock. I'm planning to stop in this biggish town that I'm going to go through, hopefully find a supermarket, get some supplies, and then we're all good. And who knows, maybe the rain might stop, but I seriously doubt it. It's absolutely pissing it down now. Finally, on a bigger road. I think this is the main road that's going to take me into Östersund, or whatever it's called. I'm going to say Östersund. it's exhausting driving here. You know, it's beautiful and everything like that. But you know, you've really got to have your wits about you here. Like some of those roads, but even this road, I learned that they've got these banks that go off that can be quite steep places. So the road is kind of like on a plateau, and then you've got these drop-offs either side of it. But the drop-offs are deliberate in that they're there for winter, and it's a place for the snow plows to basically push the snow off the road and into. So then hopefully you don't end up getting these massive big banks of snow. So yeah, they're designed specifically for that, for the snow to be pushed off the road into. But of course, you know, here we are at the end of summer, but then you've got, you know, in some places quite narrow roads, and if you hit that bit of grass or what have you on the edge of the road, you're fucked. Because I'm sure the wheel will bite in, and that's it, you're down in the ditch. And if you're in that ditch, you know, that's game over. The van will roll and it's fucked. So as much as it's lovely driving through and everything like that, and you wanted to sort of look left and right and look at the stuff, you really do have to pay attention, because one small mistake and yeah, like I said, game over. People do weird things like, it's okay, they're pulling in, you're okay. But anyway, just seen some traffic. Well, traffic, you know what I mean. Other vehicles. For the first time in nearly 2 hours. Whoa! So, yeah. Let's hope that Östersund has all the things that I need, because I am hungry. Need some sustenance. And the rain is still a thing. Couldn't really resist. Ash told me that Connor had gone through a town or a little village called By, and I was like, oh my god, and there it was. So I had to do a little swing round, take a photograph, I'll send it to him. But yeah, this is me saying bye to Sweden. Yeah, it's very sad. But anyway, we're on a decent highway now. Only about 20k from Östersund now, and the rain has stopped. And there's blue sky up there, look. So, a fond farewell to such a beautiful country. Those are mountains over there. There's mountains in front. Which will give you a bit of a clue as to where I'm going next. But we didn't stop in the town of Östersund. We just kind of bypassed it really, because that's what the sat-nav was telling us, and found a little petrol station and just got myself a Starbucks coffee and a hot dog. So I had a little bit of last night's birthday cake, which is still very yummy. Marie made me a birthday cake, which was lovely. I can't remember the last time I had a birthday cake. It was quite a while ago. So yes, I had some my birthday cake and some biscuits. I will say about this road, it's a beautiful road and some nice scenery. There's just cameras everywhere. It keeps going from, like, you need to slow down to like 70 kilometers an hour, and you see the sign and there's a camera just the other side. If you're not paying attention, once I nearly got caught out. I think it's because there are crossings or junctions, so rather than everybody doing 100 kilometers through these junctions, they slow everything down. They have these, well, it's now 90k for this uphill section. And yes, it's yeah, kind of got to be on the ball a little bit just to make sure you don't get caught out. It's getting a bit hilly here. I saw way back a little while ago signs for ski lifts and stuff like that, so one presumes that there might be some kind of, around this particular neck of the woods, ski resorts, etc. But the scenery is very beautiful. We've still got a 3-hour drive, 5:30 to our destination. It's coming up to 2:30. So still a ways to go. Well, I say still a ways to go because it is only 128 miles away. But obviously it takes time because of all these speed cameras, etc, etc. But we're in no rush. At some point we'll probably stop nearer to wherever and then get parked for night out and have a little look and find somewhere to stay for the night. I've yet to do a supermarket as well. I was wanting to do one, but I haven't really. I mean, I needed to go into that town of Östersund, and in the end I was kind of like, oh, do you know what? Sorry. And do you know what? Even if I don't stop off at a supermarket, I've got stuff that I can make when I get to a park up anyway, so it's not the end of the world. That's the beauty of having your home with you wherever you go. There we go. Interesting pylons, look at that. Nice interesting pylon. Mission accomplished, back on the road again. 116 miles to go. We went into found a supermarket which wasn't too far off the beaten track. So I don't know how much that was. 32 seconds. I don't know, what's that? About 30 quid. I can't remember now. For a few bits and bobs. So that should tide us over for a few days and everything. It's already good. It's quite interesting. Back there, back on the road, I passed a recovery truck, and I now know what Santa does as a summer job, because he was driving the truck. There was a large man of large frame and build with an enormous bouffant of white hair, flowing white locks, brilliant white, massive right up here, huge mane of white hair, and this enormous great big white beard. And I was like, oh my god, it's Santa. I thought, well, fair play, because, you know, at the end of the day, he's only really working one day a year, so he's got to tide himself over, him and Mrs. Claus, you know. So, you know, something's got to pay the bills, and apparently it's that he drives a recovery truck, which I thought that was quite cool. But this is beautiful here. We are sort of right out on the edge of west of Sweden, not quite the edge. Working our way along, and it's just stunning. Starting to see, you know, a lot more hills, mountains in the distance. The rain has gone, thank goodness. It's sort of like cleared up. There's clouds, but there's blue sky. I keep seeing little town signs called Mo, M-O. I'm sure that's not the first one I've seen. But yeah, passing beautiful lakes with this incredibly gorgeous dark blue coloured water. God, this country really is beautiful. I now know why Asha Marie chose here, without a doubt, because this is just simply stunning. I still keep seeing signs for mus lus in his hus, but I can't see him, Paul. Still yet to see one. Pretty sure I saw him in Finland. You know, Finland was so fucking long ago. There's only like little snippets that I remember. But oh, what a beautiful, beautiful country and a beautiful day. And I'll talk to you later on once I get a little bit further in and get some confirmation. I'll tell you what my plan is. Ski town, because there's like ski lifts going across the top of the road here. It's most definitely got that sort of ski town feel about it in the architecture and everything. I can imagine this place looking absolutely stunning when the snow's here. I mean, it looks beautiful now. I don't know what would look nice though in the snow or now, the green and stuff. I really don't know. But yeah, I can't remember the name of that town. I think it was Sibylla or something like that. Wow, there's someone running here. Good on him, had a pack and everything on the back. I'd say that it was running on the wrong side of the road though. I always thought you were supposed to walk in the direction of the oncoming traffic so that you could see it and then dive out the way if need be. Oh, very beautiful here, very beautiful. I kind of feel a little bit more buoyant now and happy because I was a bit down when I left Ashton Marie's. I'm not going to lie, I felt really sad, didn't want to go, and I was just like, oh. With the rain and everything, but now that the sun's out and there's a different kind of scenery and mountains, and I love mountains, kind of had a bit of food, I've got some stuff for the next few days. I kind of feel a little bit more buoyant now. 98 miles now, so under the 100-mile mark now. So we've just passed through the nothing to declare on the Swedish side. I'm going to go left and try and get into the Norwegian side. I'll get back to you if I get across.